Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my second YouTube video and excited for this video. Just a recap of my first YouTube video. So this was my first YouTube video in my new YouTube channel, and that was based upon a plant identification in which you input, let's say, some plant image, and based on the plant image being uploaded, uh, we actually called the Google Nano Banana endpoint, which is basically Google Gemini's latest image generation model. And based on the data that we receive from Google Nano Banana, we convert it into a beautifully crafted JSON format. And basically, what we show as the end goal was the extracted features of that plant image being uploaded. So if you have not yet watched this video, please go and watch on my YouTube channel, which is basically DOS First AI. So that was my first YouTube video. Now let's come back to the second YouTube video, which I'm going to explain to you. So this is basically a smart meal analyzer. So basically, this is one of the videos. You can assume that this is the episode one of this series. So it would be a series, not an individual video. So what do I mean by series is that this would be a basic version of a smart analyzer. And in the next video, it would be some enhancement of this, then another enhancement of this, and we would continue to make it a complete AI agent of its own, having its own intent and everything. So please stay tuned, and basically, let's deep dive in to the workflow right away. So today, as I mentioned, we would be building a smart meal analyzer, which is the basic version. So let's deep dive in. I feel I would explain the workflow also completely, and but before that, I will walk through you the steps one by one, so that you all are able to properly understand what we are trying to do. So what we are trying to do here is the smart meal analyzer, the basic version. And it's powered by n8n. As you can see here, this is the n8n workflow. And basically, what do we have? API ninjas. So API ninjas, if you are not aware of this, it provides third-party APIs with which basically you can track calories, track, let's say, something like French fries, the calories would be given, serving size would be given, what is the total saturated fat, and it has various other use cases as well. And for this video, we have used the free version of API Ninjas. If we go to the pricing, if you go to monthly, it's completely free. You don't have to it's you don't have to enter your credit card details or anything. Just you go here and you'd be having 10,000 API calls per month, which is very much useful for development purposes if you are developing. So uh, if you understand what API Ninjas is, that's good. But with the explanation that I gave, I hope it's clear what we are doing. So for our use case, let's go back. Okay, so this is the Smart Meal Analyzer, and it's powered by n8n as well as API Ninjas, which I showed you. Now let's move on. So what is the issue that we are trying to solve here? So sometimes it happens we don't know the calories of meals. Okay, so most of the apps right now are cluttered or locked behind subscriptions. But our goal, what is our goal? It's to build a simple automation first meal analyzer with instant calorie, whatever the calorie is, and also workout breakdown. What workout do you need to do? So basically, everywhere you see, we should be healthy enough. So this is a very important example through n8n, in which you can assume you can get almost complete breakdown of what the calories of the foods that you are eating plus what is the necessary workout. So it's a basic simple example. Let's move on. Okay, so let's deep dive into the workflow, what we are trying to do here. So I will go through each step one by one. So you see, this is the complete n8n workflow. And in basic versions, we have the form trigger, we have the extract items, we have the split items, API lookup, merge, calculate, aggregate, workout, and result form. I will go into each one of them separately. So first step, what is the first step? So it's an input form. Okay, so if I go and open this, okay, what does it mean? It's basically a input through which you will write. Let's say, for example, you ate two samosas, so you'll input that. So it's basically a form. So let's just show you practically also what it means. So you see here, this is the form which I was speaking about. So basically, you as a user should input what you ate. Let's say I ate two samosas. Okay, so this is basically the font here. So if I'm stopping listening, so basically this is the form title. Form description is not mandatory, and we have added the form elements as well. Okay, so basically form elements means text. So we are dealing with the text here for the basic version, which will enhance in the later enhancement stages. Okay, so this form field name is text, element type is also text, and this is some placeholder, and we can keep it as mandatory as well, but I have not kept it right now. So it's better to keep it as mandatory because we need how many calories we are eating for some foods. So we can keep it as required field as well. So this is the first step. Okay. I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay. Now the thing is that whatever you input, what did you input? You input, I ate two samosas. Okay. So let's execute the workflow once. Two samosas and two momos. Okay. And let's submit. Okay, it's taking time. Okay, I'll come back to this later. This is for the end result. So the next step is extract items. What does this mean? Okay, let me just explain quickly what actually it means. Okay, so this was the step one in which I spoke about the form. Now let's go to the second step. So this is the extract items. What does it do? Whatever you inputted as the user text, it extracted the food items plus quantities. Just an example, like two samosas and one chai. So quantity two name samosa, quantity one name chai. So that's what it did. So this is the second step. Okay, so that's what it did. Name and quantity of all the items that you have inputted. It might be one, it might be more than one. So it handles all the basic version. Okay, now this is the second. So after this, what happens? We split it into items. What does it mean? Let's come back. Okay, so this step is, I hope, clear. So split into items, what it means is each meal item becomes a separate row and it prepares for API lookups. API lookups where into the API ninjas, because we are using that as a third party APIs to actually get how many calories are we actually eating, or maybe some other nutrients also, like some sodium, potassium, what is the quantity of the food items that we have inputted. Okay, so that is split into items, the third step. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, so you see this is the split into items, fills to split out as items, and you see the output here very easily. Okay, so basically this is the split into items. Okay, so let's uh, go back to the workflow, and after this, you see there are two branchings. Okay, no need to worry. I will explain everything. Okay, so let's deep dive into the next flow. So this is the API lookup. Okay, you see here, there is a API lookup. This is the Calorie Ninja's API lookup. Okay, so what happens is these two are sent. Okay, and see in the output we are getting everything. So some things are for premium subscribers. As you can see, we are using the free version. Okay, but we will get an approximate calories by a simple logic, which I will explain later. Okay, so we have the fat, protein, sodium, potassium, cholesterol, everything present here. Okay, we'll apply. So even if it is for premium subscribers, through these details, we can have uh, some sort of formula which gives us a almost correct calculation of the calories. So everything here we have used is for free, and nothing you need for API Ninjas. You don't need the subscription of the API Ninjas at all for your use case. So you see here, so let's go back to the slide. So what it does, fetch the nutrition for each item. We have the snippet here. And if you go here, basically you can see this is the method get. We have the URL, we have the authentication, everything, json.name, the name we have got here. And basically what we are getting here is um, the fields, the API, basically the API key as well. Okay, so let's go back to the canvas again. Okay, so now what happens is after this step, you see we have the API lookup calorie ninjas. So after this step, we have a merge node. What does this do? So it merges two streams. Why merging of the two streams is necessary? So through the basically API ninjas, what was our goal? Our goal was to fetch the calories or the other nutrients as well. Okay, and through the other step you got the quantity, so you have to merge them. So after merge, what happens, you get from one the quantity samosa is 2 and you get calories and other details here. And basically after merge it becomes something like this is the exact same thing we are actually doing here in the merge original API, nothing else. Okay, after this, what happens, we have the calculate portions. Okay, so what does it actually mean? Okay, so you see here we have uh, constant merge. Okay, and I will just explain what actually it does. So let's deep dive in. Okay, so in simple terms, what it does, it calculates the portion. So as I told you that we have two emerging streams. One provides the quantity and provide the other. We call basically endpoint of the API ninjas to get the calories. So we get something like this: kilocalorie and protein. Okay. And thereafter, we have another flow, which is basically if we go back to the aggregate totals. So what actually that means? So basically it's summing all the nutrients across all the items. So that is what we are doing here. Okay. So it's very simple. Okay, so that is what we are doing here. And after that, so till this point, what did we get? If we go, we got everything necessary. We got we merged two streams, and basically after that, we calculated the portions and basically aggregated all the totals across all, basically sum of all nutrients. So we have all the details right now, how many things we have eaten, how, what were the quantities, and what is the total kilocalorie that we have actually eaten. So now the goal is to suggest a workout as well. So for the workout, for this basic version, we are using some hard-coded values, but we will in some future enhancements maybe call some third-party APIs. It's a very, very easy enhancement, but we will make it simpler in the coming videos. So please stay tuned for those as well. But for now, if we go to this workout node, so this is the workout recommendation. Okay, so let's deep dive in what the workout uh, actually means. So basically constant cycle, constant jog, and constant walk. These three things we are actually suggesting as a workout to the end user. We can add more, we can fall back to third-party APIs later on. For simplicity, whatever kilocalorie you have eaten, it's divided by 500 into 20. It's one of the basic ways in which we can calculate how much jogging, cycling, and walking we do need. But it's a simplest version, so that's why we are using this. We can suggest other workouts as well later on, and this will be enhanced in the later versions. So I hope this is clear. So back to Canvas. So after this, what happens is, if you see here, we have an ending form. So what does this ending form? So we have got all the details. After that, we need to output everything. So for outputting everything, we have defined everything in a concise, clear way in which we need the output. So that's for the last part. So that's what we are trying to achieve here. So let's right now go back to the canvas, and this was the result that I actually entered. I ate two samosas and two momos. You see, two into samosa 490 calorie, and two into momo 254 calorie. Total calories 744 calorie, and 744 calorie equal to like 30 minutes jogging you need to do, or 60 minutes cycling, or 89 minutes walking. So let's run it once more. Okay, let's execute this workflow, and let's do I ate two samosas and one chai. Okay, so right now momos I did mention before, but let's say we have samosas and chai. That's a very favorite snack for everyone. Most of the people, I would say. So let's submit this, and you see very easily we are getting 490 kilocalorie, 2 calorie, and it's suggesting a perfect workout. We can improvise on this if you feel something is necessary. So that's what we wanted to recommend. So this is the just the basic version. This is the episode 1 of the Smart Meal Analyzer. So as a for a final output, you see workout suggestion, total calories, item breakdown, and basically we have the demo output, we have the breakdown, we have the workout, we have the total calorie, and last but not least, this is the episode 2 of this series, which will be coming up very soon within a few days, uh, maximum by a week for sure. So it would be like right now, what do we have? We have calories and suggested workouts. In the second episode, we'd be having a unhealthy to healthy alternatives. Let's say samosas, we can have something alternatives based upon what to not eat. If not samosas, then what can you eat as an alternative, as a healthy alternative? And basically, it would be something of a static dictionary first, and then we would upgrade to a Google Sheet for editable swaps. So that would be extensible version, and would maybe later extend it to something more real world based also. And also the most important thing would be lets anyone updates healthier choices without even touching code. So that would be something to watch for. But for that, you need to stay tuned. And for the second episode of this series, which would be my third video on this AI automation part. Okay, just to be sure, thank you if you feel that you found the content useful, please share, like, and subscribe. It really helps me keep doing videos like this. And you can connect me on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn ID. I regularly post there regarding something regarding AI, or maybe system design, and I'll be posting about DSA also. And this channel is for AI automation as well as system design as well as for DSA. And since I've been in the industry for 9+ years, close to 10, so I have taken hundreds of interviews in system design, DSA. So even if you're a student or a professional or even someone non-tech, I can guide you with the right set of instructions. Say, let's say some students are preparing for something, they are finding AI automations interesting, they can connect with me on LinkedIn. and we can have a chat, and basically I can guide basically early career professionals as well. And basically right now I'm in a highly reputed product based organization, as I mentioned, as an AI software engineer, and previously been part of organizations like Adobe, Inmobi, and Myntra. So I have very I have some knowledge, or I should say, I have had gathered a lot of knowledge from my experience to guide professionals or students, anyone, or even non-tech guys as well. So thanks for watching the video. Until next time, and please stay tuned. And just again reiterating, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And thanks, uh, thanks everyone. So bye.